So we're starting a new unit in reading, and this is going to focus on the character. We are going to be looking at what text evidence do I use to understand the traits of a character. So let's talk about that word evidence for a moment. Evidence are the things that you find in the text. So think about a detective. A detective needs evidence to solve the mystery. Well, we need evidence to understand a character in a story and figure out what type of character trait. So let's think about a trait. A trait would be things that would describe them. Are they happy? Are they angry? Are they giving? Those type of things are traits, kind of the things that they portray. So, in looking at character traits and looking at the evidence, we have to look at what information the author gives us. So we are looking at 4 areas. How do other people react to them? What are their actions? What do they say? What are they thinking? So let's look at this first one that we have up here. So what we have up here is Kelly wondered what would happen if she told her dad that her mom said the sleepover was okay, and if she told her mom that her dad already approved the sleepover. Kelly grinned. I think it will work. So we have words like wondered and think, and that I would put down here with something that a character thinks. So let's go up here to Brandon. Brandon glanced at his math assignment and sighed. It would take too long to do these 5-story problems. He quickly scribbled some random numbers on the lines and slammed his book shut. That to me are things. He sighed, he scribbled, he slammed. All of those are verbs, which we know show action. Seth had not cleaned his room in over a week. There were toys and clothes everywhere. His mother walked into his room and sighed heavily, rolled her eyes and shouted, Seth, you better get up here now and start cleaning this mess now. Well, that's how his mother is reacting to Seth. So let's go to this last one. This is how we're going to split the work, Daniela said sternly. I'll work on the poster while you two work on what we're going to say for the presentation. Well, notice those quotation marks there and the word said. So that is something the character said. So let's go back up here to where we started. We started with Kelly wondering what would happen if she told her dad that her mom said the sleepover was okay. So that makes me think that Kelly is trying to come up with a plan to get to trick her mom and dad. So I might say Kelly is being tricky. If we look over here, let's go to Brandon. Brandon glanced at his math assignment and sighed. It would take too long to do these 5-story problems. He quickly scribbled some random numbers and slammed his book shut. I would think maybe he's frustrated or he's angry because of what he did. We're going to go over to Seth. Seth had not cleaned his room in over a week. There were toys and clothes everywhere. His mother walked into his room and sighed heavily, rolled her eyes and shouted, Seth, you better get up here and start cleaning this mess up now. So that shows me that Seth was supposed to do something but did not follow through with it. And last here, we have this is how we're going to split the work, Daniela said sternly. I'll work on the poster while you two work on what we're going to say for the presentation. Those things she said, especially since she said them sternly, make me think maybe she's a little bossy. So we can determine things about a character based on how others react to them, what things they do, their actions, what they say, and what they are thinking or wondering. So what you are going to do is you are going to be watching a movie. You're going to watch it 3 times. First time you're going to watch it, you're just going to figure out what is this story about? And you're going to type something to tell what is this story about. You're going to go to the next slide and you're going to watch the story a second time. And you're going to fill in the organizer for yellow things. We're focusing on Trudgebull. There she is right there. And what she says and what she does. So you're going to fill in things with actions, what she does and what she says. Then you're actually going to watch it a third time. And when you watch the third time, you're going to fill it in with how do other people react to Trudgebull. Now, keeping all of this in mind, you're going to figure out one word to describe Trudgebull, and then you're going to write me a paragraph in the movie. Tell me the evidence that showed that that is a good word to describe Trudgebull. Then you are going to watch The Miracle of Ellie, and you're going to fill in at least 2 things in each one. Choose a word to describe Ellie, and Ellie is whatever word, and then tell what happened in the movie. Then you're going to work in your small group book. Hope this works.